So this will give you some poodle experience. If she doesn't care, who cares if this is fluffy or not fluffy? But since we're just doing a poodle kind of face, I want you to get the full feel of how to do it, okay? So you're going to 10 reverse, remember, draw yourself this invisible line.
Crease of the eye forward.
Right, yeah, like this stuff, all forward.
Yeah.
And into the, not in the ear, but open the ear flap.
Yeah.
And basically taking all that out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, Kathy, you are a sweet girl.
And here, when you come into that, use this and stretch that lip out.
Okay. Can I ask you another question that doesn't even relate to this dog? But like when you're doing a schnauzer face, I often wonder what to do right here. Like I take a 10 and go, not the eyebrows, but I do a 10 like this, and I do a 10 straight down, like from the eye, like to about the corner of the mouth, right here. But then it's when this hair right in here is long.
I've seen other people. Have you seen over at the place you worked at? Didn't they shave that? With some of them shave that.
I didn't pay attention.
So I've seen a groomer shave that, like all that whole lip right there, shave it, and do a inverted like kind of V right here, and bring it down into the nose, and then blend, like just leave all that. I've seen that, but for me, I just kind of chisel this out. You might use your thinning shears there, or just your 8.5. Do this, boom, boom. And then do your eyebrows, but clean all this out here. Like you're gonna clean all this. Are you licking her clippers? Clean all this out here. Yep, and then you got your tin there with the eyebrows, so you're gonna tin all this, tin all that, right? Yeah, this is all cleaned out. Yeah. But here, that all should be a flow of all the mustache.
Okay.
Like right here, all that forward, and even in here, because schnauzers don't have as much drool as Shih Tzus, right? A lot of tearing in, they don't have a lot of that.
Okay.
Can I plug this in here?
Yeah.
So in this situation right here, the way you have your hands, I don't know that I like coming. I wouldn't want to come this way on the face. No. I would want to hold like a pencil, and I would want to come like directly here instead of like this. You're kind of doing this, which puts you kind of not in front of the dog. You're kind of behind, right?
Yeah.
So you hold the head here like this, and then you're here, but you're going reverse. So you draw yourself that line there. But I really prefer to be like right in front. Just really stretch that up. So you don't have to come scissor anymore back there. Once you come through, you're done. See, I'm going to stretch that lip out really good. So I don't have to come back.
Yeah. Make sure that blade's not too hot. It's getting warm.
Actually, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you a trick here. So I'm going to come down with my 10, but I'm kind of just feathering off. Feathering off. So I'm not going down any further. Okay. That looks good, right? It's looking good. And then kind of come in like this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Now you can come up this way too. You come right there. comparing it to this other side here. Kind of just edge that.
Yep.
It doesn't matter, just get it all out of there.
Yep.
Okay. So here. You want to throw that away? You want to throw that away? Okay, so here you're going to see it's kind of hot.
Yeah.
It's kind of warm.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. It's how you hold your clipper. Do you feel heat?
No.
At all?
That's okay. I get it. You're not putting the
Absolutely
blade-
not.
blade.
And that's why I've never burned a dog. But feel how hot this is.
Yeah, I know.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
So you keep that edge up.
I got you.
Keep that. Don't groom like this.
Okay.
Feel this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of times groomers will come down the tummy like that. Whole thing. Why would we put the whole blade on the dog? We don't need to.
Yeah.
What's doing the cutting is
It's
the
that
tip.
Gotcha.
So I shaved this lady's arm in Virginia for training, and she said, "Wow, I can't feel anything." So I'm like, on my YouTube channel, everyone's always like, "You're burning the dog." No, you just don't know how to hold your clippers like I do.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, makes
So there's a
sense.
huge difference
Yeah,
there.
makes
Okay.
a lot of difference.
Tip, not tip. So when you here, it's heat against the eyes that I would be worried about, but I'm not laying it down
Yeah.
at all. It's just
Yeah.
your tip here. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Much, but yeah.
Yeah. Big difference. How you hold.
I've never burned a dog, but
I'm sure.
I'm constantly.
I can see why people do though.
Yeah.
Because they lay that whole flat blade on the tummy, right? I can see it a lot with tummy dogs. So we're
Okay,
good here.
So we're good. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
So here, I'm going to show you something real fast.
Okay.
Let me get my. Let me see where we're good on batter. Okay, good. I'm going to get 8.5s. I'm going to get these scissors so you can use these, and then I'm going to get my comb. I'm going to get my shaper brush and my regular brush. And I'm going to get my leave-in conditioner. I love this stuff. It's called The Stuff. I love my bottle. Have you seen a bottle like this spray before?
Mm-mm.
So you can do a spray or you can do a long spray and not have
Wow.
to use your whole hand.
Nice.
So you're doing so I would just, if I was grooming during the, he's kind of damp now, but, or she. Okay. If I was grooming, before I brush out, I put this in the coat, brush it out. And I don't mind going to the bath after that and all that. And then do it afterwards. Later on, you'll see after it starts to dry. Feel here. It's just damp, right? Once it starts to dry, it will be really silky smooth.
Yeah.
I use and sell something real similar to this.
Yeah.
It's an oil. Okay, I'm trying to get this guy to feel, looking at everything together as a whole.
Yeah. She's on a 8-week schedule, and like I said, I'm due to come back next week.
So when you
she
do,
usually gets a 7
okay, I
all
was gonna
over.
say, great.
Yeah.
Next week, you might not have to do very much with the head, okay?
Mhm.
All right, let's see here. We're gonna take it down, but before we take it down, we're gonna play with it, okay?
Yeah.
So you can get some practice,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have, I'm gonna show you a way that you can do it with the guard,
Mhm.
and then I'm gonna show you, that way you don't have to do too much hand scissoring, okay?
Yeah.
There's a one, Barkley, I've actually left the top knot real full before, and I spent an hour leaving it full, and the mom was like, you know what, Dee Dee, go ahead and just take it all down, right? She likes a real short top knot.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna brush it all up in my way.
Tell me if you get hot, and I'll turn the air on.
Okay. Okay, let me see if we get this up. Make sure we got some camera.
Shoot, I hope
Okay,
I'm
so
not
we've got
blocking
some here. We've brushed it out, and so we've got some of that there. The face came out great with shaving all that off, I think.
Mhm.
See if that captures it. Okay, that's good there. All right, so now let's just say we're going to leave a full top knot because she's not really grown out, and you want to keep it short top knot. We'll get into that, but right here I would just we're going to hold the muzzle here,
Yeah.
and we're just going to round it all. Remember your roundness. So I'm going with the roundness, round. Okay, like that.
Mhm.
This is pulling here. We'll come back to that.
What's pulling?
This right here, so it'll change the effect here. So we'll come back to that.
Okay.
The key is just keeping it round whether I go this way or this way, okay? Or coming in this way. We're keeping all this. It's going to go like this and like this, okay?
I mean, I know the concept, just don't know how to do it. I can't really even draw a straight line or a complete circle, so.
On the dog, like, with scissors?
Yeah.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Really, it needs to go up from there, okay? So we're just going to keep working this
Oh, I
out.
made that line too low. Right?
No, not necessarily. But all this hair, sometimes I've seen it straight up and then around.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've seen it real thick and puffy and around. Pull that out. You got some on this side too. Okay. We're actually going to take this top down shorter. I just want you to see you can leave it longer and just shape it around.
Well, since she's getting groomed next week, so of course it'll be longer than when I do her body next week.
Okay, so are you plugged in here? Yep. So I'm going to use this and we're going to do a guard now. I'm going to move that over here. And let's just say we go with, you can do any of the guards. So I'm checking to make sure we got a 10. We got a 2 guard now. And I'm going to do 2 guard reverse. Okay. Hold on.
And a 2 guard is basically the same as,
Maybe almost like a 4 or 3 3/4 down. So I'm going reverse first. So we laid our 10 blade down, all this, right?
Yeah.
Now I'm going 2 guard reverse. Kind of fade the ear. I'm going to try my best not to cause those little lines here on the ear. So just go this way, not draw a line there. Because then they'll never grow back. Then you'll always have to battle that fade in right there.
right.
And you can go back up here because you went down. Down is going to go, reverse is going to take off more than going down. So if you go down, it don't matter. You're just going to blend it in. Blend a little bit. So we've been doing this all day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Easy stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see here. So we got working right here. Move it forward a little bit here. Okay, let me see. What do we got? So we're gonna go back up. Push it back. She's got a little thing right here.
Crown thing. Not.
So we're gonna brush it all up in our way again.
Yeah.
So she's like, I want a top knot, but short.
Yeah.
Okay.
Longer than the body, but short.
I'm actually going to see if the length of the hair behind it will kind of help it bring it down. You see what happened? You see that there's been a difference? It doesn't show so much of the point here.
Oh, there you go.
It made it a little bit smoother. But I'm not here to do body, so I'm not going into that, but I did want to make sure it wouldn't stand this up so much. She's great. She's a good dog. You're a good dog. Yeah, she is. Brush this up. So, when you want to do a top knot, you still have to come back and hand scissor, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, It looks real flat there, but we're gonna round everything off. I'm gonna have you do some rounding. Don't. She goes, did you hear what she did?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have you do some rounding, okay? I'm gonna watch your technique, and that way I can tweak it if I need to. You're gonna focus on holding the muzzle here.
Yeah.
And don't cut the ear here. So you wanna be up and above like any ear, and I'll fix it if we have to do anything, okay?
Yeah.
So brush it all, like move it all in your way. And then you're going to, so now we're gonna go this way, and then we're gonna go this way, and this way, and this way, okay?
Yeah.
So you're gonna, but I want you to focus, this is a great practice.
Okay.
So you're gonna hold the muzzle, look down, and you're gonna go slow, but keep it at the tip. I don't want you to take chunks out.
Hold on just a second. What are you doing here? Hi.
I gotta go.
Oh, okay.
That's what I started.
Okay.
We're gonna go through back there.
Yeah.
They go over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'll just go
My
through.
back door is open anyways.
The gate.
Watch out.
Right.
Okay, the gate is open, the back door open, and it's fine.
Hi.
Teresa, no, well, you gotta go right now.
Hi.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just talk to you later then.
Okay.
Hi.
Be careful when you get in and parts. A lot of stuff you got
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Who's that? Who's that, huh? Yeah, you're okay.
That lady's from Greece. She feeds me lunch every time
Oh.
I go there.
That's so sweet. Okay, it's real choppy. Like it's not there yet.
Yeah.
You're just gonna go in a rainbow all the way around until I say, okay, let me get in there. Round it all out, okay?
There you go.
Watch the skin there on the ear. And then watch, let me show you something. What you do is, okay, hold on here. You do a swipe. You do a swipe and you move it like that. Don't
Yeah.
do that.
Okay.
I want you to stay right here. See?
Yeah.
Okay, don't lick the scissors. Just stay right here. Stay right there until you're ready to move. The hair will get it off later. Okay? It'll come off later. Don't do all that. You're wasting time.
Okay.
And you're tweaking your wrist
Yeah.
each time you do it, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So just stay. You see, very little. Very
Yeah,
little.
yeah.
Because there's not a lot of hair. But we do need to get the shape in there.
Yeah.
Move it up, move it up, move it up like that. Bring it up, bring it up, okay? You just want to start getting some roundness. And you've got to look back here and kind of go, okay, look at that sticking in the way. Look at that. And I'm way back here looking, by the way, okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to let you practice some more. Okay, step back, like don't step back just so you can keep working, but kind of get your different, there you go.
Good.
Beautiful or what? You're doing it, girl. are you feeling?
Great.
You better have a boost of confidence right now, because I mean, you're doing this all on your own. This is looking great. Okay, so right there, put your scissors down. And then what I would do is, just in case there's a little static, especially as we get into winter, there's lots of, I have actually 2 of these, and they're here, you know?
Yeah.
Leave-in conditioner, water. So if you have a lot of static on yourself, I don't know if you've experienced that in the winter, when there's no moisture in the air, spray yourself if the smock is like really sticking to you and the dog and it's like kind of cool. Get some water, not this stuff. Okay, and then we're gonna come back with now. Spray that, because I really want her to be like, wow, that was really soft. She's gonna say that later. She's like, wow, this is really soft. Okay, she'll say that later, and then that's where you go, I'd love to sell you this stuff, because you can, when you brush at home, you should never bone dry brush a dog.
Okay.
So you tell pet parents, brush your dog, just do a couple squirts, brush, and that's your routine for brushing, and that way it stays pretty silky smooth all the time. Okay? Because people always ask me, clients, parents, or Dee, how come I never get them that smooth after a bath? There's some things you're missing. You're probably not doing conditioner, probably not doing a thorough brush out during the bath. There's some things that they can learn.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're brushing it all forward, and then I'm going to brush it up.
You always use that big of a comb?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you have a little one,
I have one like that too. But
yeah, I've seen it. It almost looks like my color. Just you had it.
yeah,
Look,
right there.
see?
Yeah.
I don't have a hole in mine, but it's just as light as mine, so maybe even a little bit lighter. See, probably the same company.
Yeah.
But maybe that's also because I don't have a smaller comb that I use. Okay. So we're just checking everything over. Now, as you start to get more comfortable with the smaller set, then you're going to take less swipes with the larger one, right? Okay, so we're going to come in here. I'm going to just fine tune some of this.
Yeah, I noticed that need to get right there.
And I'm going to come up here and do this inverted V, sort of. Not a lot, not a huge amount.
Yeah.
Because on the poodles, you want that rounded top knot thing going on, so.
Yeah.
I just feel some thickness here, so I'm going to try to get some of that out.
Yeah.
So you're going to come this way, which is looking good. You came this way already. I'm just going to kind of edge up. That looks great. I think I would just kind of end it here.
Yeah.
Especially when there's no bath involved, you know.
Yeah.
It's looking great like this, yeah?
Yeah.
Now this is a short top knot. Because of what we started with, at least we were able to do a top knot and still play with it. We did 2 different size top knots, right? We did the first one rounded, then we came back with the guard and shortened it, but still came out with the top knot.
Yeah. And that was a number 2 guard, reverse.
Yep, yep. Now had we more hair, it'd be poof, it would be up higher, right?
Right.
I'm gonna make sure there's nothing stuck there because it's kind of flatter in the middle there.
Yeah, you did very little scissoring on that.
Not a lot, right? It's not
Right.
serious.
Yeah.
How much time do? And we're playing around.
Yeah.
You're focused on getting the job done, focus on getting it done, and move on.
Yeah.
I am going to make a little bit. When I step back, I can kind of see line here.
Yeah.
Rather than roundness, I see a line.
Yeah.
So I'm going to step back. I'm going to bring it in more. To the head, like closer to the skin here. Made it a little bit tighter. So then I have to do it to this side.
Yep.
Don't know where the skin is. If you go this way, you might catch that. Go this way. Or go up.
Yeah. What a good girl.
Not the whole thing.
No.
Okay? Here, just a little bit.
Very end.
She's doing great. I'm glad we picked her for a top knot. Jumping up dog, I might be doing something different here. Okay? Jumping up, jumping around on the face and everything, I might be changing the way I do something.
Yeah.
I might say we can't do a top knot on that one. That's too dangerous. We're gonna use a guard only and I'll shape up with that. If I go too deep, then it's over. Like I took off too much because I'm going up. You'll see the line going up. So don't go too deep here. You see that line right there?
Yeah.
Same thing. If it's a little off, bring it in more.
Okay.
You're like, it's a little off, bring it in more.
Okay.
See how much
Bring
tighter?
it in
Look,
from the sides
look,
more.
it's way more in, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice, more rounded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, it looks better than it did a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
And in this case, I would probably just leave her ears like that.
Yeah.
But there's a difference from brushing the ears and not brushing the ears.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks good. You like it?
Yep. Let me ask you something else
Yes.
while she's up here.
Yep, do it.
I do have a male. I guess he's a poodle. Poodle mix. That I probably am gonna leave a mustache on.
Okay.
So, how do you do that? I mean, do you shave down to a certain point here?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Mm-hmm.
How?
Okay.
What?
Okay. I wish you'd asked this before we took off that mustache.
Well,
Because we could have played with the mustache. I didn't think about that either. Okay. This thing about falling. What are you doing, dude? Okay. Alright. It depends on the client. So Barkley, when I did the first mustache, it took 3 or 4 times to get the mustache right. And then for the last 12 years, 9-10 years, we've been good.
yeah.
She would tweak me. And like I said, one time I did a full hand scissor. That's a more expensive grooming. You're going to do more hand scissoring, you need to let them know that's required. Even if you are smart enough to know how to use the guard, it doesn't mean it should be any less cheap. So once hand scissoring comes into effect, if I've spent
Price
time,
goes up.
price should go up. Like if you're going to spend some time doing this is probably $8 to $10 extra
Yeah.
to do this beautiful little cute top knot. It's a lot more time consuming.
Yeah.
Okay, and money, and time is money.
Yeah.
Because you could be on to the next groom, but you can't. You have to spend 20 minutes just on the head here to get it nice and smooth and right.
Gotcha.
Okay, so keep that in mind. Just say, I've learned how to do poodles now, so it's $10 extra to do top knots.
Yeah.
Sometimes if they want that whole full lamb cut and all this stuff, this foo-foo and everything, that's a lot of hand scissor. You want to do it, great. $20 extra, $50 extra, depending on where your rates are at now, right?
Yeah.
So when you're going to leave a mustache, I played with Barkley's a few times. So I come about to right here. I come to where I can't really see, if I shave it, you can barely see the edge of this with the poofiness of the mustache.
Yeah.
Okay? Where you had the mustache was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Good place. Good placement. Just probably cleaned it up and made it more round. Right? So when the dog opens its mouth, I kind of look at how it's, imagine a mustache here. I don't want anything going in the mouth.
Yeah.
So I'll make it, it's round. I actually hold it closed and I round it all the way. It's like a round mustache. The dog opens its mouth, and then I clean up anything hanging down from the top of the mustache going in the mouth.
Yeah.
All that's cleaned up with my scissoring.
Yeah.
Okay? So then it almost looks like he has a beard with the finished mustache. When he closes his mouth, it's a full mustache. Right? And then Barkley's parents like it really short, so I literally come up to like right here. There's not much there, but there is a mustache because it gets in his food and it tangles up, so you make the call there too. Boy poodles don't have to have a mustache.
Yeah.
But you could do a real light mustache, this thick, instead of this thick, especially if they're not brushing the mustache.
Okay.
So do a thin mustache, make sure it's short here at the top, and short on the bottom, so that they don't have to brush it. It's still gonna get wet and all that, but it's not gonna get matted.
Okay. And so would you use a guard or anything on the mustache?
Nope.
No.
I would just, but you can. So let's just say you do a 10 here, you got this mustache, you do the 4 guard on your mustache, and then just shape up with scissors. Okay?
Alright.
And then if you're like, well, I'm going to play with it. Play with your guards. Do a 2 guard reverse first, and be like, nah, I want to take more off the mustache. And then you can go to a 4 guard. But once you do 4 guard, the next step is a 7, right? So you got to know, if you go 4 guard reverse, you might as well be right at the 7. That won't leave a lot of mustache.
Yeah.
So you can always play with the numbers first before you take off the bunch.
Okay. Yeah. I need to write down these.
Yep, the pattern.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
For
Sounds
Louis,
good.
too.
Okay, so let me make sure we got all this. You're so pretty. Yeah, okay. We're good here. Great. Let me get an after picture real fast. That's a good one. All right, great.